Okay. Master on. Switch. That's just to prime the engine. Good up.
Clear.
The database.
I'm gonna call you. Earth 12300 is the frequency, so that's okay. Borkum info, Delta Echo Oscar Whiskey Sierra.
Whiskey Sierra, moin.
Hello, Delta Echo Oscar Whiskey Sierra, it's Mooney M20J. Destination Echo Delta Kilo Alpha.
Yeah, okay, runway 13.
Runway 13, Delta Whiskey Sierra, thank you. Okay. Our runway 13 is here, so we just depart, and yeah, I'm gonna do the run-up checks over there.
Do you have still now a flight plan?
Yeah, I tried to submit the flight plan, but at the moment I have no connection, so I'll try later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay.
Unless you can call flight information services for me, is that possible?
Say again?
Is it possible for you to open the flight plan?
Yes, I can open the flight plan if you are in the air. But if the flight plan is not filed, do you have filed a flight plan?
No, negative. So I cannot file it because I have no connection. So that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll try to file it on the air. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay.
Typically in the States, you can open a flight plan from the radio. This is just Germany, so. Maybe from a bigger airport you can do that, but this is a small field, so they have no way to open a flight plan from here.
Yeah.
So. Let me see, this way? Yeah. I'm hot already. Do the run-up check here, so we face engine. We set the parking brake. See how it's rising? If you lean it too much, the RPMs drop because it has no fuel. So there's a balance. We have oil pressure and perimeter again. We can check it. It's okay. Circuit breakers are all in. Gyros are set. 120 set. Brakes checked. Flying instruments. Magnetos left. Okay. Both. Okay. Drop. 1, 2, 3. Pull forward. Of mixture. 1000. Idle check. It's okay. Departure briefing. Runway 13. Straight ahead is pretty long runway, so it's okay. In case of an emergency, there are plenty of beaches we can look to the left or right. Magnetos set to both. Trim set for takeoff. Doors and windows close and latch, and mine is closed. And flaps set for takeoff. Landing light on. Speedo heat not needed. Boost pump on. Transponder alt. VFR is okay. Gyros are set and time checked. Maybe, yeah, thanks. And Delta Whiskey Sierra holding point 13 ready to go.
Yeah, okay, actual wind 180, 12 knots.
Roger, thank you. Laps, boost pump, back. Takeoff power is set. Engine instruments on the green. Airspeed's alive. 40, 50, 60.
Borkum Info, Delta Oscar Lima Fox, hallo.
Lima Fox.
Power off.
Lima Fox Solo auf Emden, Küstenlinie 3000 Fuß zur Landung.
Jo, 1-3 wieder.
1-3, Lima Fox. Hallo Dennis. Wer war da? Feiner? Genau, ich komme dir entgegen, also nicht in deine Richtung. Ich hab dich so gehört am Funk. Jo, guten Flug. Ja. Danke.
.500 feet. Line power. 25, 25. That's up. Boost pump off, landing light off. You wanna do a short loop around the outline?
Oh, it's okay.
The bow?
Yeah.
Okay. And Delta Whiskey Sierra now leaving the circuit, goodbye.
Okay, have a nice flight, bye-bye.
And Dutch military, Delta Oscar Whiskey Sierra.
Where's you calling, say again?
Delta Oscar Whiskey Sierra.
Delta Whiskey Sierra.
Hello, Delta Oscar Whiskey Sierra, it's a Mooney M20J, departed Echo Delta Whiskey Romeo and destination is Echo Delta Kilo Alpha, at the moment closing into the border at 1,300 feet.
Roger, QNH 1006, flight info.
1006, flight information for Delta Whiskey Sierra, thank you. Okay, so now we're clear to go to the border. 1006 is QNH. There. Okay. Dutch Mail Info, hello again. Papa Hotel Juliet Alpha Sierra West, correction east of Middenmeer, 1,200 feet. Standing by, destination is vessel standing by here in information.
Papa Alpha Sierra Roger, QNH still 1006, report leaving for Texel.
1006, now we'll go Papa Alpha Sierra.
Papa, the beginning of the approaching Sierra, requesting with CJ for turn. Can you change the course? Goodbye. Nog een heel vak, Papa, over hier. After passing flight level 60 all, so right, rotate there. Cool, single, Quebec. Take it to change the close, goodbye. Golf Charlie, hello, identified, because flight level 70. Line 65, Quebec, direction Golf Charlie, proceed direct to Genty. 9 Quebec on the Brussels, 129 of 575. 965 Golf Charlie van de Kijk over de Ruivel, 124
Technical info, Papa Del, Tango Delta, India.
Tango Delta India, stand by short.
Gonna take a long time. We're not even moving.
Yeah, it's 80 knots.
Yeah, we're still climbing, but we're probably gonna do 120. Look at the wind on the smoke over there.
Yeah.
Hotel 157, hello, identified, climb to flight level 160, turn left direct to almost. Kilo Bravo, turn left heading 310. Number 65909, descent altitude 2000 feet, QNH 1006, and report happy to cancel.
Dutch Mail, Delta, Hotel Juliet. Request frequency change to Amsterdam information.
Alpha Hotel Juliet, April, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hotel Tango Delta India, dit wel?
Hotel Tango Delta India, VFR, test van Lady Star 3, POB, active frequency, flight information service.
Roger, QNH 1006, flight info.
1006, flight info, Tango Delta India. Dutch Mail, Papa Hotel, Juliet Officer, as approaching Texel, request changing frequency.
Papa Officer, approved, goodbye.
Approved, no for final.
Kilo Bravo, turn left direct to Inket. PZ 157, contact Brussels, 129 of 575, goodbye.
I'm gonna descend a bit because it's too slow. There's a lot of wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 40 knots. Yeah. It's about 1 hour from here if we maintain this airspeed, so not that bad.
power.
So on airplanes that have the constant speed, you have two types of airplanes: simple and complex. Simple airplanes only have a engine and a mixture, and complex have propeller. So this is the pressure on the intake manifold. You know that? What it is? So you know the engine has
the air intake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The air intake. As the engine is it's like a vacuum pump. When it's sucking, the pressure lowers. So that's why this is in inches of mercury. So in a standard day, the pressure is about 30 inches of air.
Okay.
So it's lower because the engine is sucking. And as you climb, the pressure descends. So if I were to climb to 10,000, it's gonna be the maximum pressure with full power. It's gonna be 2,000 maybe.
Okay.
So now I'm a full forward, and I'm doing 25 inches. On takeoff, I did full forward and it was doing like 28, 29. So the pressure reduces. So the way to control how much power you're asking from the engine is with this gauge.
Okay.
And with this one is the RPM of the propeller. But
Yeah,
this is fixed. You set the propeller with this. I can reduce it to 24, and it's completely independent of the pressure. Obviously, it's gonna affect the performance and the consumption of fuel. On non-complex, you don't have this gauge. You only have RPM, and when you increase the throttle, the RPM increases because the propeller goes faster. You okay?
Yeah.
Quiet. Yeah. Just tired, yeah?
No, a little bit.
Yeah. But it was a good day, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Wanna switch tanks? Yeah, it was fun. You see, we have suction now. It's on the green, so it's okay. If this goes bad, then I lose this and this. You see now it's once I start descending, it's increasing because the air pressure increases. I reduce it. I want to keep it in 25 and 25. That's the way to go. a pretty big airport, look. You see it over there? Here? The runway?
Ah, yes.
That's this one where we're crossing. It's from Netherlands.
How is it called?
Grown and Wang.
Dutch Melody, Delta Echo Echo, Romeo Papa is approaching.
Groin and Wang.
Okay.
Romeo Papa and
Okay.
post, goodbye.
It's this one, yeah.
Ryanair 923 X-ray, continue present heading. Expect head effective Island to up.
Dutchman info, Papa Delta, Tango Delta, India, request crossing the Leeuwarden CTR north south.
Papa Delta India, clear what is closed, no objections to come.
No objections cross Papa Delta, Tango Delta, India.
Imagine going back with this wind on a smaller plane. It takes forever. You can be doing 60 knots.
So you need to land between to take fuel.
Yeah. Crazy. I think I never had so much headwind in my life.
Yeah. So is this 180 knots?
No, that's the truck. The ground speed is 105.
Yeah. But what is the relative speed?
To the air?
Yeah.
It's here. 130 knots.
130, so about 22 knots.
Yeah. That's like 35 kilometers an hour of wind.
Imagine how much energy the wind has.
The X-ray, descent flight of
Yeah.
60.
Crazy.
Brazil 11 Lima, climb to flight of 190.
No, sorry.
That's okay.
So it's okay this way?
11 Lima, flight of 60, turn left
like
to
this.
Sherbrooke.
Yeah, the Mooney has autopilot.
Seriously?
Yeah, this is the autopilot, but it's not working. But the other one has.
Okay.
So you can just put the heading and leave it. It's nice. It's gonna hold the altitude and the heading.
Brazil 11 Lima, fly heading 250, and after passing 60, still to Sherbrooke.
Oh, it says here that the left tank is not correct.
It's not very accurate, yeah, the
Yeah.
gauge. That's why it has a black, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have a visual with the indication on the tank,
Yeah.
and you can see it also there. We have plenty of fuel.
negative, speed assured.
I see more than 15 gallons. How much you see there?
923 X-ray, proceed direct to base.
Yeah.
How much you have?
It's like 17.
17, yeah, and I see 17 here, so it's 25. And we're no, sorry, 35. And we're using 11.5, so that gives us 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And this is gonna take us 1 hour and 10 minutes to get, so we have more than an hour of reserve.
Ryanair 923 X-ray, kom ik uit over de ruimte, 1240530. Batavia 1 Lima, contact Brussels, 127225. Bye.
Banana.
Yeah, sure.
did she puke here?
Here.
Oh, nice.
He was sitting on the back. Oh shit.
But who did clean it?
When we landed,
Delta India.
They,
CCR from the north.
they sent me to pay the landing fees because she was feeling really, I think, really embarrassed, you know, because she was a guest and she was puking on the airplane. And the guy Rob, that's my instructor, he kind of sent me away so they could clean it up. Yeah. But it was not on this airplane, it was on the other Mooney.
Ah, okay.
On the blue one, you know? The one that's parked on Aachen.
Okay.
So, this one is okay. I think that's why I don't usually, you know, I don't take anyone flying, because flying these airplanes is not for everybody. You know, you have to, first you have the fear factor. Many people are afraid when they see small airplane. Then you have the, you know, the motion sickness and the sensations. You're sitting on this airplane for maybe 1 or 2 hours. You don't have a toilet, so you know people are annoying. They want to, you know, they feel sick. They want to use the toilet. You know, they're just like annoying. So I usually try only to fly with only pilots or maybe friends that know what they're getting into, you know. Or maybe if it's the first time for somebody, take them for a short flight first to see how they are feeling, you know. Not for a long flight like this. And this is not even long. I flew for many hours. Like I think the longest flight was 3.5 hours. So for me.
But with the Mooney or with
the Mooney, yeah. The time I went to Rügen.
Yeah.
It's a long way. So for me, I really enjoy it, but it's not for everybody, you know.
No, I have no problems with this.
Yeah. The only problem is you have the headset, it's shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun to take people because you know, you can show them and see the reaction. It's fun.
Yeah.
Otherwise you get bored after a few hours just solo. The good thing about this headset is you can listen to music with Bluetooth. So it's really cool. No, I'm okay, thank you. I'm just stuffed. I'm gonna be like
But you can push the seat back.
yeah, but my legs won't reach. So yeah. I have a friend that lives in England, and he's also Argentinian, and I flew with him on a Piper, and he really liked it. And he once came here to Germany to visit me, but I wasn't flying the Mooney at the time, so we couldn't go. There is a fly, look. They cannot fly very well at this altitude, you know this. So yeah. But I mean, if maybe you wanna pick up a girl, like taking her on a trip like this, it's a good score. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. So like you can show her, oh yeah, I'm a pilot. Let's go to the island, and then yeah. Yeah, it's fun. So it was, for me, it was a very good summer. I flew a lot and I gained a lot of experience.
The weather was good.
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time.
I flew in England and in Germany, so, and I learned a lot, you know, of flying. So next year is gonna be really much more prepared. I had some flights where I had weather, you know. This is for me it's easy, you know, there's no challenge. But I had some flights where I had some weather, I had to be careful, so that was very interesting as well. The time I went to Berlin, once you start tracking east, you hit some not mountains, but small terrain, like this is like a park. Do you know the Eiffel Park?
The German Eifel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
similar. You know, you have some mountains and trees.
Yeah, of course.
And when I was tracking east, I reached one park, and the problem is I had the cloud layer was getting lower, and the terrain was getting higher, so I got pinned, you know, in between because I couldn't go into clouds.
So what did you do?
I had to, I almost turned back, and I just, I saw a way around the park, and I was able to completely deviate and go around it, and I was able to pass. But it was very, it's very interesting. Flying it's a lot of making decisions, making the right decision, of course. So I had to, decide. I was just flying solo, so there's no instructor or anyone. So I have just to decide what to do. So it was okay.
When do you plan to do your rating for instrument flight?
I was planning maybe doing it this winter, but I think the problem for me, the problem for me is in Europe there is something called EASA. EASA is the European
I know it, yeah.
Agency for Aviation, and it's global across Europe. So that means I have a Spanish license. Spain is part of EASA, so that means that with a Spanish license I can fly airplanes from Germany, in Germany or any country. So it's global. The same thing happens for more ratings you obtain. If I obtain the instrument rating, if it's EASA, I can use it anywhere. The problem is if I study in England, and it's a really good possibility that England leaves EASA alongside with the European Union. They're probably going to leave. So if that happens, I can not use my rating anymore. I can just use it in England, which is pointless. Probably I'm not going to do it this winter. Also because it involves studying a lot. So I don't know, I'll think about it. Also another problem is, most of the flight schools, they have prepared the study career for pilots that want to reach the airlines. So everything is designed for a pilot to study and reach the airline. So in order to get to the airline, you need an ATPL license. That means Airline Transport Pilot License. So all the courses you do in the schools are designed to get the ATPL, which I have no...
Commercial license? Or?
No, it's even more. It's a private pilot, commercial, and ATPL. It's the highest. I have no desire of obtaining the ATPL. The problem is it's really difficult. And it's very hard. You have to study for years. It's like going to university. The problem is it's really hard to find schools that only give you the instrument block or module, because they have no customers. For me it's a special case. I'm just private, So I did some research in Spain, and it's really complicated. And the other problem is I have to do it remotely because I don't live in Spain. Usually they have to give you classes, so you have to go to school, sit there and study books with a teacher. And for me, I have to work. I cannot spend 1 year in Spain, wasting money. So there are some remote courses you can do, but I couldn't find any Spanish school that gives them. All the ones I found are from England. So I don't know.
But how about other European countries?
Yeah, I think I was told Iceland has good schools. So I have to do investigation, and if I find a good school with good remote studying, I may do it. I already accomplished the flight time. I just told you before.
East Europe? They don't give the ratings, or is it accepted here?
It has to be from the European Union. But for me, since I have a Spanish license, it's more convenient to...
But I mean like Poland or Czech or...
Yeah. But for me, since I already have a Spanish license, it's better if it's done in Spain. Otherwise it's very complicated, the paperwork, Very, very messy. Because the Poland authority has to go to Spain authority.
But you speak Spanish?
Yes.
Because in Argentina it's...
Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, okay,
yeah.
That's why you go to Spain.
Yeah, and it's cheaper, How much fuel do you see there on the gauge?
15.5 maybe?
15, okay.
of POB 1000 feet, standing by.
Upper Bravo November, roger. QNH is 1006, flight info.
Just to give you an idea, in this flight we pretty much cross the whole Netherlands, like whole country.
Yeah.
It's really small.
Small country.
Yeah, yeah. We cross it on the longest part.
Thank you, Arrow, goodbye.
Alpha Delta India leaving delay while the CTR north south.
Xavier 58 Golf, verlogen at defined climb to flight level 190 after passing flight level 60 to Schermde. Xavier 58 Golf, contact Brussels, 127225.
What is magnetos?
Magnetos is the ignition. This airplane has a dual system of spark plugs. So every cylinder has two spark plugs.
I saw
and
that.
they're independent. And the magnetos are, it's not like in the car that you need the battery to generate the spark. It has a generator, so it's self-generated. So I could perfectly fly this airplane without battery.
Yeah.
You just have to hand prop it. Move it with the hand, to start it.
Yeah.
And then you can fly without battery.
But it's dangerous.
Obviously you won't have any equipment now. Yeah. But if the battery for some reason faults, the engine's not gonna stop.
Yeah.
Obviously you have to land, obviously, yeah.
Right, 1 to Tango X-ray, 180 POB is
And it has dual system, so it's more safe. Also it's more efficient the burn, because you have dual spark plugs per cylinder. So it burns better, the fuel.
But how many cylinders does this engine have?
4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bridgeville, National up to change frequency to Brussels information. Romeo Juliet, frequency change of route, goodbye. Romeo Juliet, frequency change of route, thank you, bye-bye. Bridgeville, National up. Time on, stand by short.
Pilot have knowledge about engines?
On the course?
No, maybe.
Yes, you have for the PPL you have 13 subjects. So you have 13 different assignments you have to study, and one of those is engines, basically.
But did you have before your pilot?
Yeah, I'm really, you know, a technical guy. So the same way I learned about computers, I knew something about engines. I mean, I'm no expert for sure. I know something about engines because I'm curious.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
because it's helpful.
Yeah, of course.
How our engine works.
Of course, you have to know. You have to know. And also for me, I would really I really don't like to rely on mechanics. So I like to know what's going on.
Yeah.
And for instance, if you, let's say in the future, if I were to own an airplane like this, I want to know, you know, the engine on what's happening. So I'm always, you know, looking online and learning about engines.
Yeah.
What you can do to test an engine to see if it's good. For instance, when you want to buy an airplane, all these airplanes are used, you know.
Yeah,
the new ones are very expensive. So usually if you want to buy an airplane, you have to do what's called a pre-purchase inspection. So that means you hire a mechanic, because they're so expensive, you want to make sure you're buying something that is in good condition. Yeah. So you hire a mechanic, and the mechanic you know, checks that there's no corrosion on the wings, checks the engine and stuff like that. And for instance, one of the checks you can do, like you can also do it on a car, you can check the compression of the cylinders.
Of course.
So you have to know how to do that, yeah? Of course I'm not gonna do it myself, but if I hire a mechanic and the mechanic does the check and he tells me, listen, the compressions are, I don't know, 75 in each cylinder, I know it's okay. If he tells me 60, I know the engine is gonna go soon kaput. So stuff like that, you know. But that's only a small part in getting the license. There are others such as like weather. You have to know the weather.
Yeah.
It's very, because it's your life, you know. It's very, if you get into wrong weather, it's dangerous. And the weather is really complex. Really, I don't know anything about it pretty much. It's really complex. The amount of things you can do. There's a whole career. You can be a weatherman. It's like a career. So I just know a small part, but that's okay. If you go into commercial license, then you have to study much more. And if you go to ATPL, even more. Because obviously you have more responsibility. Now the life of 100 people are in your hands, so you have to know what you're doing. So it's not only flying. Most people think that the license is just flying. It's a lot of studying, You have to know a lot of things. How to file a flight plan, all the rules, the airspaces, if there are different types of airspaces. It's crazy the amount of rules there. All the different regulations, how many meters you can go, the visibility, all different sorts of regulations. What you are not allowed to do. It's so complicated that you cannot learn everything, to be honest. So, yeah. And then you have the different airplanes. You know, you have to obtain a type rating if you wanna, you know, fly turboprops or bigger. Yeah. Germany frequency, so soon we will be crossing the border with Germany, and I'll switch to them. The guy on the tower is gonna tell me to change frequency, or I can just ask him.
Bravo November, request frequency change in Amsterdam.
Bravo November approved. Goodbye.
Picked up. Look, you see, you can have to center the needle. There it goes. But it's very sensitive. Yeah. We're really close to the station.
Continue present heading, expect radar vectors, ILS to 1, descent flight level 70.
Where are these stations? At the airport or?
On the ground, all over the country. Some are at some airports, yeah.
Line 8 on Lima, Juliet.
That's how airplanes used to fly before GPS. Yeah. Very, very... With this equipment also it tells you the distance to this station.
Charlie Delta. Roger, expect flight info, QNH 1006.
Xavier 72 Alpha, turn right heading 070. Papa Mike India.
Papa India just departed Teugen for Rotterdam. Request flight info just north of Amersfoort to Peewee.
Roger, QNH 1006, flight info.
That will be Apeldoorn naar Amersfoort. 1006 Papa over.
Roger, ready to contact. Line 8 Lima Juliet, contact Amsterdam on 3850. Xavier 72 Alpha, proceed direct to Bestie. Xavier 72 Alpha, contact Eindhoven naar 124-530. Bye.
Goedendag, dat is Delta Echo Zulu Romeo Papa.
Abstel Zulu Romeo Papa.
Delta Echo Zulu Romeo Papa is vierfahren von Leerpapenburg to Echo Delta Lima Golf. And in 1000 feet we'd like to request flight information for our tracking inside the Netherlands airspace.
Delta Romeo Papa, Roger, QNH 1006, flight info.
1006 QNH, Delta Romeo Papa.
I think this is the Rhine.
Yeah.
Hotel Whiskey Mike, hello, identified, continuous cleared.
An airplane there or is it lights?
Where?
The left? I say...
The lights, you
10
see?
o'clock here, there's an airplane.
No, that's usually you have reflections from the sun on the ground and exact angle you see like lights, but you will see they will turn off. It's just a reflection maybe from glass or yeah. Now it's gone. Yeah, it's just a reflection. First time I saw, I was panicking because I was like, what is that? But it's just a reflection.
But you see it?
Yeah, over there you have more.
Yeah.
There it's back again.
Not because the sun is pretty low right now.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Delta Whiskey Sierra, now reaching the border, we'd like to change with landing for 129.875 please.
Delta Echo Oscar Whiskey Sierra, please change to
Thank you, bye-bye.
129.875 is closed now. In urgent cases, contact Langen Radar on 125. Lange Information auf der Frequenz 129,875 ist geschlossen. In dringenden Fällen rufen Sie Langen Radar auf der 125,225. Lange Information to all station. Frequency 129.875 is closed now. In urgent cases, contact Langen Radar on 125.225. Lange.
It's close, so no worries.
power plants from Grevenbroich?
No, this is we're not even in Düsseldorf.
Okay.
We still have some way to go. We just crossed the border with the Netherlands. Yeah? It's half an hour still to go. We'll be there at about 6, pretty much. I'm gonna switch tanks now.
Richtung Kraftwerk.
Zulu, bis gleich.
Aachen Essen von der Delta Echo Fox X-Ray Echo, hallo.
Delta Echo Fox X-Ray Echo Aachen, hallo.
Delta Echo Fox X-Ray Echo, VfR-Flug von Saarlouis über der Eifel, südlich vom Land in 3000 Meter Lande in Denke, QNA 109 und die 6.
We have a very low pressure, you know. The pressure is very low. The standard is 1013, and now it's 1007, so it's lower than normal. Yeah.
Was also temperature or what?
The pressure, I don't know. No, it was not cold. Sometimes you have like low pressure areas and high pressure, so it's just the weather. But it's this is not normal, you know. I never seen that low. Usually it's 1020 or something like that. And maybe that's also why there's so much wind, you know, because the wind is rushing from the high pressure to the low. Yeah. Yes.
ELF.
Yeah. That's where you jump?
I jumped there a few years ago.
Yeah. Well, that's the one, we're close. I think. We're flat, yeah. We're gonna pass, I think, no, this way.
Delta X-Ray Echo, drehe in den Gegenanflug von rechts.
mit 7 Knoten. Willkommen zu Hause, die Landezeit 4-2.
Far from Dutch border here to my home.
No.
I think about 30 kilometers maximum.
Yeah. The border should be on your side, yeah.
But have you been to the Netherlands?
Yeah, I went to Amsterdam, driving, not with airplane.
Okay.
Yeah. With the airplane I only flew overhead, no, didn't land. No, I only went to Austria and Italy, that's it. Grefeld should be, no sorry, here, very close. Under the wing probably. Mönchengladbach, the small town here.
Okay.
Yeah. Düsseldorf should be the one behind. Yeah.
Aachen Info, die Delta Kilo Echo, Romeo Yankee, zurück aus Langenlohnsheim, Stolberger Sender zur Landung.
Delta Kilo Echo, Romeo Yankee 261009.
Die 261.
Did he say the runway?
Sorry?
Did he say the runway was which runway was in use on the frequency?
Oh, I
You
didn't
didn't catch it, yeah?
listen.
Oh, that's okay. No worries. Probably it's gonna be, we're coming like this, 0, no, the wind is like this, 26.
Pretty hard to understand what's going on with this headphone.
It's really bad, yeah?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I can understand you pretty good, but everything else is... Because the noise is too much.
Do you get a headache already?
No, it's okay.
What you can do next time is, you know, if you wear inside the bullet headphone,
Yeah.
it can, you know, help a bit. But yeah, if you're gonna fly a lot, you need a pair of.
The problem is the pressure here
It's too much?
on the ear, yeah, from the...
Oh yeah,
From the...
yeah. Yeah, this is really like a glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important to have a good
But
headset.
this one costs 100 euros maybe.
Yeah.
So...
Not even. And it's used by 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have some these headphones for shooting also.
Oh yeah.
So you
But
can
with
talk to each other.
noise
Yeah, we
really?
can talk to each other.
Whoa.
Yeah. But mine is a cheap one, so I don't wear it a lot because it's not too loud when you shoot.
Yeah.
So.
Die Delta Romeo Yankee im Gegenanflug auf die 261.
Romeo Yankee, der Wind von links mit 6 Knoten.
Oh. You just have the wind.
Yeah. Get wind from the left.
Yeah. Gonna switch times. There you can see the mine. Look.
Yeah.
And that power station you see over there,
Yeah.
that's the one close to the airport.
Okay.
So we're close. 10 minutes.
Die Delta Romeo Yankee ist im Queranflug und dreht jetzt in Endteil.
170 Grad, 6 Knoten.
Crazy how many windmills are being built in the last years. Full of windmills everywhere.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yankee, willkommen zu Hause. Die Landezeit ist 5-1.
5-1, danke.
Aachen Info, Delta Echo Oscar Whiskey Sierra.
Whiskey Sierra active 26 QNH 1009.
Runway 261009, Whiskey Sierra, thank you. 26, okay. 1009. Head.
Look, somebody built his house on the little island there.
That's so cool.
You are a musician too, or yeah?
No, this is you know, have a headset, you can use a microphone. This is very old, you know. Yeah.
Maybe you can sing a little bit for your guests.
Yeah, imagine flying and using this is with this system is much better, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All the Moonies have this microphone.
Yes, I can imagine that nobody can understand you with this.
Yeah.
Because of the noise, you know.
Some airplanes don't have had a speaker here.
Yeah.
So you don't have headphones.
Okay.
It's crazy. Yeah, very loud. But this engine is more loud because it's more powerful, you know. And also also the airspeed, if it's too high, creates more noise.
Yeah,
just like a car.
The wind, yeah.
So, yeah, you can live, but it's definitely gonna cause damage after a few years.
Without headphones.
Yes,
Yeah,
and with, if you have crappy headphones, with also. It might be, I think it's should be, you know, the decibels. You know, the decibel.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like 90 or more here inside.
Yeah.
So it's gonna cause damage after some time. That's why it's so important to get a good headphone. You're gonna fly all the time.
I wonder what racetrack this is.
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
It looks more like a testing area because you know it has the corners are.
Yeah. For the Bugatti Veyron maybe.
Yeah. You have one?
No, I wish. Not really.
In Borkum we have one training circuit
Yeah.
of the ADAC.
Yeah.
You can go there with your car and funny.
Yeah, yeah. So the airport should be on this side, pretty close.
What does that mean here?
EDCA.
No,
The
symbol.
circle. It's so you don't fly close if you're flying nearby.
Looks
you know?
like it's closed, you know?
No, no, no. I just talked with them.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, below 132. You're down. You're down, you're down, you're down. Check. This is green. You're down.
Yeah.
Okay. And Aachen should be, I think I have it now. Yeah, there it is. That's 10.
Oh,
And Delta Whiskey Sierra now turning long final 26.
Say that again.
Delta Whiskey Sierra long final 26.
Roger. Wind 160 at 6 knots.
Roger, thank you. There's the runway.
I don't see it.
Just straight ahead, pretty much. There.
Ah, okay.
Full flap. A fuel. Fuel. Prop. Boost pump, landing light.
You have side wind?
Yeah, crosswind. You're down, you're down. Okay. All bounce there.
Nice.
You see the money bounce? I
Yeah.
tell you.
Just a little bounce.
Yeah, that's okay. The Mooney likes to bounce, but it wasn't bad.
But it smelled again.
Huh?
It smelled again.
Yeah, maybe it's the brakes, maybe.
It was before we touched the ground.
The smell.
Yeah.
usually now, but... Okay, so that's the end of the trip.
Aachen Info, Delta Echo Bravo Zulu, hello.
I hope you liked it.
Zulu, hallo.
Yeah, thank you.
Delta Zulu, 3500 Fuß, 5 Minuten südlich des Platzes, zurück zur Landung. 261009. Delta Zulu 261009.
Was a little bit turbulences.
On the way back.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
right before the landing.
Oh yeah, that's because the wind hits, you know, the trees and buildings, and it's really normal. So usually at this time of the day it's really calm. So, but it's okay. It wasn't really difficult. Let me see if I can pass here. Yeah. Just let me know if the wing hits anything, yeah?
Tell you after we hit.
Yeah, still, yeah.
It's okay. Putting all the planes back in the hangar.
That's the other Mooney, yeah, the one with the red nose. That's the one.
It's newer.
Ah, it's the same, but it's in better condition. We can shoot.
Will it fit there?
He's gonna. I'm just gonna drop it here, and he's gonna put it on the hangar.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Thanks.
Sure man, anytime. Hope you liked it.